Yes. No.
You know, somebody always say that, or many experts will accept that you have no business if you have no customer. And I always like to say that anything called a business must have a paying customer. If you have anything that is operating and nobody's giving you money for what you sell or for what you do, then you don't have a business. You basically have an idea. So the major thing that can guarantee that you have a business is the customers that you are able to acquire for that business. And not just customers, but paying customers, customers who give you money for the value that you create. Get the point? And if you want to run a stable business, then it is your responsibility to Can anybody hear me? Please reconfirm if you can hear me.
I hear you now, doctor.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, let's proceed then, if you can hear me. So I was talking about customer acquisition and establishing the fact that if you have anything that is operating and nobody is paying you a service for it, you cannot really, if nobody is paying you money for the value that you create, you cannot really call that a business, because a business is something that, or an institution that is running operations, creating value, and targeting a particular class of people who can give that institution money and get the value that the institution is creating. That makes it a business. And I was emphasizing that if you run a business and you want to remain in business and you want to grow in business, then mastering the art of customer acquisition is very critical for you. So let's look at the blueprint of customer acquisition that I strongly recommend executives to understand. I'm going to share some key concepts around this particular topic and through more examples, and then you can pick it up and begin to look at, as far as your business is concerned, as far as your startup, as far as your company where you work is concerned, do you have the right customer acquisition? Do you even have one at all? And if possible, can you develop one? Let's look at the fundamentals. Therefore, customer acquisition is the process of identifying and targeting prospective buyers and converting them into paying customers. So it is a process. Customer acquisition is a process where you identify and target prospective people. And the process is you target them first. And you are able to influence them to see what you do through marketing, and you can convert them into paying customers. So if you don't have a process of targeting or a process of identifying a target market targeting that target market with the right marketing strategies, and you don't have a sales system, which you spoke about, on how you can convert them into paying customers, you are going to struggle to have a sustainable business. So the question is, if you already run a business or you work as an executive in the business, do you have the process? What is your process of identifying, targeting, and converting prospective buyers into paying customers? That is what it means to have a customer acquisition process. And as I said earlier, it is good to know that a customer acquisition strategy can be deployed on a variety of fronts, depending on the type of business, depending on the location, depending on the marketing budget, depending on many things. But you can decide and develop a particular strategy. You can decide and develop and deploy a particular strategy depending on your case, depending on your situation, depending on your location, depending on the type of business that you run. Let's look at examples of customer acquisition strategies that are available. Now, one of them is search engine optimization, right? I'm going to break them down one after another, and you can take down notes. Now, you can use search engine optimization as a customer acquisition strategy. What is search engine optimization? Popularly known as SEO. This means that you can position your business or the value that you create or your product on the internet in a way that when people type in keywords on the internet, your business can appear on the front page of that search engine. It could be Google search engine, the most popular search engine. So you can do search engine optimization by making sure that the person developing your website, for example, should put in the keywords on the website in a way that when somebody put in any keyword, they can find what you're selling. You can get your business featured on other online platforms like blogs, online magazines, and online newspapers, and so on. So that when people type in keywords on the internet or on that Google search engine, your business or your product can appear. That is a customer acquisition strategy. Okay, life example. Let me show you all a practical example of what I'm talking about. Now, many of us here can attest that anytime that you are doubting something, the first place that you go is Google. And sometimes you're going to put keywords, right? Like, for example, personally, I have had people who have reached out to me for training and consulting because they found me on the internet. They were looking for something else and they found me. Somebody can just come and put like trainers in Cameroon. This can be the keywords that they put in. This can be the keywords that they put in, right? And when they put it and they press enter, the strength of my search engine optimization strategy. Because remember that we're doing customer acquisition. So meaning that any way that humans are trying to find a product, they can find me, they can find the service. And that's how to acquire customers. So the way that I have positioned myself on the internet, the way we have positioned the institution on the internet is a customer acquisition model. So if I press enter, you're going to see all of these are going to appear, where you're going to see these platforms that have training institutions and so on and so forth. You get a point? And people start opening websites after each other and they're able to see. Or sometimes people are going to put consultants in Cameroon, for example. You see, all of this is going to appear. And they can open this and search more and they see, okay, this is the top website that is showing that you can find consultancy in Cameroon. Okay, you open, you look through, right? Look through until you're gonna see, and you can select the one that meets up to your expectation. You can select the one that can solve your problem, because you're gonna read about them and decide to choose. Is this something that you wanna, people that wanna work with them or not? You do the same thing, right? Now, same as somebody can hear of the name Joybet, for example, or Jaffnet. They can say, let me see who is this guy, right? And they type in. Now, this is my search optimization. It takes you to my website, it takes you to my LinkedIn, it takes you to various platforms on the internet where I've been featured. This is the strength of my search engine optimization. Just type in one name. Like you can try for yourself. Now, type your name on Google. What are you going to see? You get the point? That is the strength of your search engine optimization. And that is a customer acquisition strategy. There are people that have heard about me that have never heard about it. They just come and Google search. When you hear something you've never heard, what do? You come and put the keywords. Okay, you've heard the name Javni Joybet. Okay, you come and put on Google. Javni Joybet, you press enter. And they give you information about me. Then you read. After reading, you can contact me. You get the concept. So what is the strength of your own search engine optimization as a person? Same for your business. Like, for example, let me go back to that. Like, for example, somebody hears of BMD Africa for the first time. Okay, can come and put BMD Africa. You see, it brings our website, it brings where they are on the internet. This is the strength of the search engine optimization of the institution on different platforms, right? Same for the company, you can put CosDev Group. You put in, you see the website appears, anywhere it's admission on the internet, it appears. But it's appearing like this, it's not by magic, it's not appearing by prayer, it's strategy. We have done this intentionally. We have made sure that we have invested in improving on the search engine optimization of the institution. Okay? And that's why people can search different, why you're looking for something different on the internet, you can stumble on us. You can stumble on my name, and then you contact us for a business deal, a business transaction, and we make money. And that way we have acquired a customer. This is one of the most easiest and most practical long-term customer acquisition, because the internet never forgets it. It's always there. You are not feeding it. You are not paying any monthly fee. It's always there. In the night, in the day, anybody from anywhere around the world can stumble on this. Hope we are getting this. The next is content marketing. Can be customer acquisition. Content marketing. Content marketing is the art of creating content, writing materials to promote acquisition of customers. I use a lot of content marketing a lot. Let me show you what I did. I think like every day I use content marketing or content creation to acquire a lot of customers. Let me show you what that means. Content marketing. Okay, that is one of the content I shared today, right? Now, look at this. This is a write-up I did today. People are going to read, they're going to learn stuff, but in the process of that, you're going to see this. You're going to see that I'm selling something. I'm going to say, oh, there's a discount offer. This customer acquisition. If I tell you the number of people that have inquired about the cost, that this particular course is today, and I think I've sold about 5 today, right? Takes 5 times 18,000 francs. We have made some money, but just creating content, attaching to it. The content should be good because it's part of your strategy. And it should be selling something that is valuable. You get the concept? So this is content marketing for customer acquisition. You create interesting content. You create relevant content. Then you embed a product. You embed your contact. You embed something within that to use that to do marketing. But the challenge with content creation is that you must be somebody that can be respected, or can be like an authority or a leader in an industry that people would like to read from you. But it takes some consistently writing to build the authority. But another part is that make sure that you're good at writing. You're writing things that are relevant and are significant, that even without you being popular or influential, people will still like to read from you. And you use this to acquire customers. Even people that have not been able to buy the course today, When they inquire, we exchange contacts. I save their contact, they save mine. I add them in a WhatsApp group. They're already in a group where I can sell anything to them at any time. You see, I have acquired them. Even if I've not been able to sell to them today, I will sell to them someday. This is going to be a very practical class as much as possible. So we get the practice and then we'll go and execute it in our own business. Good. I hope we are getting this. I hope it's going. If it's going, indicate in the chat box that it's going. Let me know that we're there. Are you getting some value?
It's going.
All right, good. Let's proceed.
Getting some value.
Good. Now, let's speak. We have spoken about search engine optimization. We have spoken about content marketing. Let's go now to affiliate marketing. Many of you know affiliate marketing, right? And I'll show you the big brother of affiliate marketing that a lot of people use and make millions from it. Affiliate marketing could be, you can give somebody a code. Let's say, for example, if I'm next time we are recruiting a Mini-MBA batch, we can say, okay, you know what? We're going to give you guys your code is going to be a class. It's going to be a class number. Anybody that comes and pay for the Mini-MBA program and indicate your class number that you refer them, we're going to give you a percentage of the fee that they pay. That's affiliate marketing. We're giving you a value to resell. And when you resell, you get a bonus. And that's customer acquisition, because through that, we are able to tap into your network and make money. You understand? That's that's affiliate marketing. But the big brother of affiliate marketing, let's go back to the internet. The big brother of affiliate marketing in this particular dispensation is YouTube. YouTube. Let me show you a concept. Let me look for something popular. I'm just going to guess work. Let me look for people that summarize. Let me look for books. So let me show you this is the big brother of affiliate marketing. Okay, now there are some people. Let me see. Okay, follow this carefully. I'm going to link, release something to you guys here that is very powerful on the internet. People that this guy use and make a lot of money from it. Now, there is a channel like this called Book Simplified. This guy's model, I'm seeing it for the first time, but I can guess their model because I've provided consultants on this kind of models. This guy's model is that he reads books, right? He reads books, and then he summarized the books into videos and put on YouTube, right? So he has done this, how to win friends and influence people. Now, what they do is that they summarize the books like this, right? And when they summarize the books, they put it on the internet, people are going to watch 200 and something and so on, right? Then they're going to come down here. This is a big brother of affiliate marketing. Look at this. They are going to come down here. They come down on this summary, and they're going to put a link. Now, here's what happens. Many of them partner. This guy is still new. Let me get somebody that is very popular. This guy is still new. He's just having 600 subscribers. Let me get somebody that's very popular so you see the magic of customer acquisition and how guys make money from this. Hold on. As I said, it's a very practical book summary. Let me see. 1 million views. Okay, let me take this guy. Evans is a master when it comes to this. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, can you guys see this? Now, somebody like Evans, look at Evans have 3.2 million subscribers. He's a big boy on the internet, right? Now, here's what happens. When he summarized a book like this, like Think and Grow Rich Explained, right? What happens is that he go partners with the publisher. And the publisher can create an Amazon. Amazon is a platform where they sell books, right? And other things. He got partners with the publisher and said, okay, look, create an affiliate link for me. Create a link of my own. So that I am going to put on my links on my internet. I'm going to put on my platforms on the internet. Anybody who clicks that link and buy your book, you give me 10%. That's why have you heard of affiliate links? Have you heard of the word affiliate links? That's where it came from. This is a concept. So this is how authors are able to acquire customers. They partner with guys like this. Look at this video, is 1 million views. Now, out of 1 million people, do you know how many people ended up buying this book? Many of them ended up buying this book because they've watched it here. And just imagine that just 1,000 of them bought this book through one of these links that he has shared here. Just 1,000 of them. And he makes just imagine just $2, just 1,000 francs, just $2 from each purchase of 1,000 books. You see, he also has a customer acquisition strategy because he's using this video to acquire customers, while the book publisher is using him as a customer acquisition affiliate to get people who buy the book. And affiliate marketing is a strategy that anybody can use. You can use it for your business. All you need to do is create a link, create a strategy that people can use and reference people to come buy from you using a particular code for a particular link. That is customer acquisition strategy that works like that, especially on the internet. Okay, let's proceed. The next is digital advertising. Digital advertising, right? This is what we call paid ads on the internet, like Facebook paid ads, Instagram paid ads, Twitter paid ads. You do paid ads, right? Yes, you can acquire customers through that. You do a LinkedIn paid ads. You can acquire customers and all of that. You can use a Facebook page. You have your online payment card. You can do a post and you can promote it and claim, okay, people buy. I'm sure you guys will have seen all the paid ads on Facebook. People promoting stuff for you. That's them trying to acquire you as a customer. If you see it, you like it, you click it. And when you click it, that's how they acquire customers. Because if nobody sees what they're advertising, they're not going to buy from you. The next is traditional advertising, where you can get your products on physical magazines, on newspapers, on TVs, on radio. You just advertise broadly. You just have slots on the internet, on TV, on radio, and pages on newspapers where you just advertise openly, and people indicate, and people see when they have interest, they call you, find out, and you can convert them to paying customers. You can use trade shows. You can use trade shows. You can go to trade shows. You can go to Jikamenbon and for trade shows. You can go to annual trade shows and you can share flyers. You can get contacts of people, right? You can do direct mailing. In a more advanced country, you can send mails to houses. In Cameroon, what we do is that we move from house to house and we share flyers. That's direct mail. House to house and you share flyers. If somebody is interested, they call you and order your product. That's customer acquisition. You can do email lists. This is where you combine thousands of emails. And when you are launching a new product, you send mass emails to them. Mass emails at once to them. And those who are interested can write back to your email and order for whatever that you're selling. You can organize a social media campaign. Social media campaign is different from digital advertising. This way you can create a buzz, you can create hype, you can create anything and ask people to reshare, post about it. You can create a campaign like a slogan, like a hashtag, right? I hope you know what hashtags are. Let me show you some samples of campaigns on social media. If I put like this, you're gonna see popular campaigns will appear. Let me see. And some are automatic. Like Can We Talk Challenge is a campaign, for example. Protect Your Family is a campaign. 4,300 people are talking about it, right? So even you can see that you can create a campaign and you can create this hashtag and send to people, let them be reposting it. Like, look at New Year's Eve is more popular. 17,000 people are talking about New Year's Eve already. It's not a campaign created by somebody. It's just because a lot of people are posting about New Year's Eve and they're trying to get attention towards it, right? So, for example, all you can do is you can just say, okay, you know what? The official hashtag for Mini-MBA is Mini-MBA 2021. And we do this, we can do this and copy and share with you guys and challenge, okay, in the group, please, any post that you make about us, use the hashtag Mini-MBA. That's a campaign we have created. The more you post, the more about it. And anytime anybody on the internet, if anybody on the internet in Cameroon or anywhere uses a hashtag that has anything related with Mini or MBA or something education, Facebook can always bring them suggestions. Like, for example, we have just put the hashtag here and look at Facebook is bringing us all these things. We did not search exactly for this thing, right? But Facebook is bringing us anybody on my timeline that has made a post and has written New Year's Eve. It's a campaign. That's the power of a campaign, because you never know who can mention a hashtag or by error or by chance talk about something on the internet that relates to the hashtag. It's the same also like even on Twitter, right? So you can like I use Google and check popular hashtags, hashtags to, so you can choose any platform, see on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of that, right? So they're going to give you, okay, influencer, competition, and all of that. And you can use them, actually. You can use them actually and add on your, like for example, if you're making a post on Facebook, you can say and just add Monday motivation on it, so that it can, Facebook algorithm can help it go viral because people are using this hashtag a lot. You get the point? So that is a way that you can acquire customers as a person. Now, oh, please always, when I'm sharing something, you don't see my screen, always just see it, don't text, because I cannot see your text when I'm trying to share a screen, so that I can know how to correct it. Okay, so let me just quickly do this. Hear what I was saying, right? This Facebook. As I was saying, just with a hashtag here, we can be able to detect. Facebook bring us suggestions of popular hashtags campaign that are running on the internet right now, like Protect Your Family, New Year's Eve, Can We Talk Challenge. These are campaigns. These are all campaigns like this, right? And you can create your own campaign and ask people to actually blog about it or write about it or tweet about it, and it can go viral. And people you can use that and acquire customers. Blogging is part of customer acquisition. Please mute your mic if you're in a noisy environment. You know, we spoke about content creation. Content creation is just making posts and sharing on different platforms, but blogging is when you intentionally post on the blog, for example. When you intentionally post on a blog, that is blogging. How you can see my screen, like I come here under blogs, right? Now you can blog like this because people search when you have blogs on the internet like this, people can search different topics and they fall on your blog. And if you fall on my blog and you are reading anything, for example, let's say you want to read, if you fall on this article, when you read, you're gonna see something. Maybe on the article, you're gonna see a contact, you're gonna see a product that I'm selling, and I use that to acquire customers on it, right? Good. So these are the most popular ways that you can acquire customers or do customer acquisition. And the secret after this, when you choose a model, when you choose anyone that works for you, your next target is for you to build a system, build a strategy around it. For example, how do you improve your search engine optimization? Okay, you can contact a digital marketer to work on your website and make it in a way that it can be optimized on the internet. Number two is you can make sure that any content you are putting on the website through your blog or on the website, you are putting keywords on that blog post in a way that the internet can pick it up when it goes online. You can do this by asking other bloggers, partnering with other bloggers, paying other bloggers to blog about you and your business. Because the more information you give the internet about your activities, the more you have better optimization. So having just one website talking about your business is not wise. You will hardly get optimized. But when you have many websites talking about your business, that's how you get proper search engine optimization. Right set for content marketing. What is your strategy around content marketing? How will you create content? How many content are you going to create every day, every week? Where are you going to share the content? Are you going to share it on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever they're going to share it? Affiliate marketing. What are you going to market? How are you going to create the affiliate marketing leads? Who are you going to ask to partner with you and become your affiliate marketers? You have to have a strategy around that. But you have to choose. I've explained with examples. You have to choose what is the best way for you to acquire customers. You can acquire customers, talk about direct mail by sharing flyers. You can go to Jangi groups, you can go to churches, you can go to schools and you share flyers. You make sure the flyers are designed in a way that you can prompt people to call you when they see the flyers. That is customer acquisition. But by all means, you need to have a standard system that you have chosen and you have developed that produce results that you can use for customer acquisition. Therefore, there are some two important actions. There are two important actions to take when seeking customer acquisition model. Follow this carefully. So whatever you're going to decide after this, there are two important actions to take when seeking customer acquisition model. Number one, the best way to know which channels offer the highest value is to test a variety of them. Like if you're starting at the beginning, sometimes you may not really know exactly which channel can give you the highest number of customers. So if you are not very sure, you can try a few. You can try flyers. You can try paid ads. You can try WhatsApp groups. You can try content marketing. You can try blogging. You can try search engine optimization. You can try television. You can try radio shows. You can try trade shows. You can try anyone that seems relevant to what you're selling. And when you get the best one that gives you the best result, you can focus on it and keep the rest. You get a point? It's totally okay to do that. And most importantly, if you have the resources to finance the trial versions of all of this. Number two, to measure the relative performance. To measure the relative performance and the customer acquisition cost of each model, you need to do that. For example, the cost of getting customers by television cannot be the same way like the cost of getting customers by printing flyers and sharing in churches. The cost of getting customers through social media marketing is not the same way that the cost of getting customers through radio shows or trade shows. But it is your job as an executive, as an entrepreneur, to always measure the cost, the customer acquisition cost of each channel, so that you can determine which cost is the cheapest, but it gives you the highest success. You understand? Because there's no need of you using a lot of money to get customers. Meanwhile, all the money the customers pay you, they go to cover the cost of customer acquisition. That is a bad channel. You need to pick a channel that is very cost effective, very affordable, very cheap, and has a lot of impact when it comes to getting the final customers. Never forget these two things anytime you are picking a customer acquisition channel. Let's continue. Now, we have spoken about customer acquisition cost, and it's important you know how to calculate customer acquisition cost. It's very important for you to know. To calculate the customer acquisition cost for a select period of time, divide the total marketing expenditure by the number of customers acquired, basically, right? We're going to look at that detailing. Now, here's the formula. Customer acquisition cost is equals to marketing cost plus salaries of marketing personnel, plus marketing and sales software. Like, for example, if you are paying Facebook ads, for example, you can do that. Plus outsourced services. Let's say that you have paid somebody to design flyer for you. That's an outsourced service. You can put it there. Plus sales and marketing overhead. Plus equals to that is number of customers acquired. That's divided by CA, right? So let's say, for example, let's take the Mini-MBA program, for example. The general marketing cost that we can incur for other things, let's say there's transportation and other things, let's say 10,000 francs. Let me say salaries for 2 staff on the program, let's say 100,000 francs. Let's say that we did Facebook ad for 50,000 francs. We paid the flyer guy 5,000 francs. We paid the overhead, and sometimes marketing overhead can be zero, because again it might depend on the kind of business that you run and the kind of channel that you use, because some channels may have marketing overhead and some may not have. So it is your responsibility to see that you can do. So here, if you have printed any promotional material, for example, you can put it there. If you have paid, for example, commission to salespeople, because wages is different from that, right? You can, if you have paid commission, you can put it there. If you have paid a trade show, right, like let's say agri show or trade show to attend, you can put it there, right? When you join that, you now divide it by the number of customers acquired. You're going to get the cost per customer. This is how much it costs us to acquire this particular customer. And this is good to calculate if you are using multiple customer acquisition channels. Because when you're using multiple customer acquisition channels, it is your responsibility as a marketing executive or an entrepreneur or a company executive to determine the cost of acquiring a customer per each channel. So you're able to determine which channel is very expensive to acquire a customer, which channel is very expensive and productive, which one is very affordable and more productive. So you can choose the best one and you can capitalize on it. If you are still following in the case that you are following.
Following.
Okay.
Following.
Following.
Let's proceed. Any questions you can ask at the end. So there are some questions that I always recommend that executives should ask if they are planning a customer acquisition process. The questions include, number one, who is our ideal customer? Who are we really targeting with this particular product? Because your ideal customers will help you know where they are. You cannot be using television adverts to target people in the village. Meanwhile, they don't have electricity or they can never receive television network. So if your ideal customers are in a village, you need to decide, okay, if we use flyers, can it work? Can they read? Or if we go to churches and mosques and longer jangi groups and we do presentations in the local dialect, can it work? Right? So your ideal customer is important. Who is the ideal customer? Who is the target persona? The next is, what are our business goals? Yes, the types of business goals can determine the channel to use. Sometimes you can be making noise over the media just to raise brand awareness. You don't want to say anything. You want to remind people that you're still there. You can be doing it just to generate leads, or to generate conversation, or to generate revenue growth, or to make proper sales and make profit. But your business goals can determine which customer acquisition strategy to use. Which channels will we use to generate interest and demand? This is when I finally choose the channel. Which of the channels can actually generate us the interest that we desire and the demand for our products that we seek? Which channels exactly work for us? Is it radio, TV, is it word of mouth, is it digital marketing, content marketing, whatever channel you want to use, you need to pick a channel that generates the interest and the demand that you desire. Then the next question to ask yourself is, how will we measure campaign success? How will we measure campaign success? In other words, how will you measure the success of the channel? How will you measure the impact of the channel you have chosen on the product? Are you going to count the number of units sold? Are you going to meet the accountant and track the daily profits? Are you going to meet the salespeople and ask them to give you a report of what people said in the field and what they did not say in the field? What did they say? What did they not say? But you need to measure the campaign. So as of today, when you are designing your customer acquisition strategy, you need to make sure that you have answers to these questions. It's going to increase your chances of succeeding in your customer acquisition strategy. Therefore, for a business to remain competitive and sustainable, the leader, that is you, the executive, you must learn to do two key things. For that your business, for that your institution, for that your startup to remain competitive for a long time, to remain sustainable, you must learn to do the following things. Number one, build strategy and actions to attract and convert new customers. Always have strategy and actions to attract and convert new customers. Always do that. You need to always crack your head to have the strategy and the actions to attract and convert new customers. Number two, the leader should establish working systems that the team can execute to educate, persuade, and influence existing customers to spend more money in buying the value that the business creates. Please get this careful. You as the executive, you as the entrepreneur, it is your responsibility to establish working systems that the team can just copy and focus on executing. That's why the assignment I gave you, develop a lead generation system, develop a customer sustainability sales system, develop different sales and marketing systems. Write them down. They can even transfer to your team and they focus on executing. Because when your team can have a strategy that they can focus on executing, and if that strategy can lead to the education of their target market, can lead to the persuasion of their target market, can lead to the influencing of their target market and existing customers to spend more money on the value of the business, you will always be competitive and remain in business. Without this, you can sell today and 2 weeks later, you're no longer in business because you are not able to achieve this consistency in having a system that consistently educates, persuade, and influence people to buy from you. So the question to you is, as an entrepreneur, as an executive, in the last 1 month, in the last 2 months, in the last 3 months, do you have a system that is consistently executed that leads to the education, persuasion, and the influencing of existing customers? Do you have that system? I want to come to questions. Let me share with you one last thing, and then we can take questions. As I said, today's one of those specific class, we have something specific that we pick out something and go start executing. Let me show you something. One of the things that I just want to add to this, it's not part of the course, but as I was teaching, I felt led to teach this. Okay, there's something, it's not a PowerPoint. As I said, I didn't plan to teach this, but I feel that you guys should know this. I like to write frameworks. This framework, this thing I developed just a few days ago, I'm still going to expand on it. Now, since we're talking about customer, there's something I call business breakthrough framework. I'm going to perfect this, right? This as a strategy and make it bigger, right? But since we're talking about customer acquisition, let me chip this with you guys so you can pick up something from it. This is what I call business breakthrough framework. I believe that for any institution, for any entrepreneur to break through in business and succeed in business, you need to have this, you need to execute this framework that has 8 elements. Element number 1 is start by establishing the value that your business creates. Can you categorically, can you clearly communicate the value of your business without mixing words? If I give you the microphone right now, put you on a stage, there are 10,000 people sitting. Can you categorically establish and communicate the value that your business creates without doing, this, that? Get the concept? Establish the value. Communicate the significant value that your business creates. Number 2 element, plan your profit model, revenue streams, and offers. This way bigger than it sounds. This way, like, how do you make profits? Okay, we make profit by selling this. This if we sell 1,000 pieces, we can be able to break even and start making profits. How do we generate revenue? Okay, we generate revenues by selling the product itself. We generate revenue by providing advices, consulting, services, and all of that. What are the offers? You need to create packages, offers. Offers could be like, let's say, for example, I want to give an example of an offer. An offer could be, different packages that you can create. Let's say, for example, if you're selling laptops, example, if you're buying just the laptop and its accessories, the laptop is $1,000. That's package number 1. That's offer number 1. If you're buying the laptop with antivirus installed, that's $1,200. Package number 2. If you're buying the laptop with antivirus and Microsoft package installed, that's $1,500. You get the point? So when you create offers around your business, it provides options for customers who would like to buy. Number 3 is get leads and build your leads. Build your customers' leads. Yes, get leads. Find ways to always get leads. Leads are those kind of questions who ask, how much are you selling? Tell me about your product. What is it all about? Those are leads. You need to always get a good business, always getting leads. And as they're getting leads, you're building a list. Like somebody comes here and asks how much, get their name, get their contact, get their WhatsApp, save it. Ask them, you can add them to your product WhatsApp group, you can add them to your product broadcast list, get their email address and add to your email list. Number 4, build your market visibility and organic discoverability. We're talking about search engine optimization, right? You can build your market visibility. Make sure people can find you on the internet. Make sure you talk about your product on your timeline, on your status. Make sure you talk about it, or you share flyers. Make sure you talk about it in churches. Anyway, human beings are gathered, you talk about it. Increase the market visibility and organic discoverability. Organic discoverability means that those things that you do not always need to spend money on people to find you. Let people find you organically without you spending money. Next is produce your product authority. You get a point? Produce a product authority. Like, for example, every business has that one product that is their main product. It's their killer product. That product that is always selling, is so excellently done, it creates value. People are always looking for it. If you are a businessman here and you don't have authority products, go and look for one. You need an authority product that keeps the engine of the business running. The next is get published for advanced credibility. This way you can decide, so you know what, you're going to get a national newspaper to talk about your business. You're going to get a national television to talk about your business. You're going to get an influencer. You can maybe get like Samuel Eto'o. You can get Mr. Leo. You can get Stanley. You can get Davido in Africa. You can get Burna Boy. You can get whoever that's popular to endorse your product, to build credibility. Or you can publish on Cameroon Tribune, on the daily newspaper in your country. You can do that. Next is tell your story. Increase conversations with conversations higher with reviews, testimonials, and social proof, right? Learn to tell your story. Tell the story of your product. Tell how your product impacts people, right? Increase conversation. Let people know how people are giving reviews. When somebody writes a good review about you, oh, talk about it. Like sometimes when I do coaching for somebody and they see how the coaching transformed their life, they were able to succeed in business, they were able to make their first 1 million. I always screenshot it and put on my status. They always bring me more customers. Or people come and ask me, oh, how can you become my coach? How can you become my this and my that, right? Testimonials, the same thing. Social proof, the kind of social status that you have built, you can use it and leverage to market your product and experience breakthrough in their business. And the last point, number 8, is maximum execution and agility. Massive hard work, rugged execution, no laziness in this case. You're consistently putting in the right effort every day and night so that you can see the strategy work and see the business succeed. Agility means that you're always ready to adapt to the challenges that rise. You're always ready to fit in. You're always ready not to just give up. You are ready to adapt. Despite the circumstances, you adapt your strategy. You adapt your resources. You adapt it and you make sure that you don't give up when it's a challenge. You adapt in the challenge. You are agile and you keep on marketing and pushing for the business to succeed because you have only one mission as a business person: succeed, be profitable, keep scaling until you are the best in your industry. And if you do these things consistently and with the right heart and commitment and strong will, you'll always be in business as an executive. Questions?